Hey guys, my name is Crystal May and welcome to Flow. We're going to start our practice off in downward facing dog. Okay, when you get back to your down dog, just kind of pedal the feet out, put a little movement into the body. Don't be shy to kind of bend the knees. Just make sure your foundation is nice and strong. So your hands are rooted, the core is turned on. And we're gonna run through 3 vinyasas, and you can do it by following your breath, but move at your own pace. The next time you inhale, come into a high plank pose, shoulders over tops of the wrists, pull the core in, and as you exhale, chaturanga. Heart in front of the thumbs. That's it, elbows to the ribs. Inhale, scoop that heart up, roll the shoulder blades back, pull the inner thighs in, and as you exhale, use the core to pull back into your downward facing dog. That's it, take a deep breath in, and sigh it out. And we're gonna do that again. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop that heart up. Exhale back, downward facing dog. That's it. Now you're gonna move through one more to your own pace. Just get your body nice and warm. Make sure the core is on the entire time. That's it. That's it, you guys. Okay, now the next time you inhale, you're gonna step or hop up to the top of your mat into a forward fold. Make a little half lift to lengthen out through the spine. Exhale to bow. That's it, inhale, sweep all the way up, bend into the knees to expand. Exhale, palms to the center of the heart. Let's do 3/4 sun salutations. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep all the way back up, get tall. Exhale, palms to heart. So do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, half lift. And exhale. Inhale, sweep all the way up, get tall. Exhale, palms to heart center. This time, take the big toes to touch. You're gonna pull everything into the central line of the body, the core, the inner thighs, everything hugs in. And as you inhale, sweep those arms up nice and tall. And as you exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Now hug the inner thighs in, hug the lowest part of the core in. And the arms don't need to be parallel to the ears. They can even be parallel to the earth if that's a lot more comfortable. That's it. Now make sure that the core, inner thighs, glutes, more than just the quads are doing this work. And if you can, you're gonna exhale, sink a little bit deeper. That's it. Who doesn't love chair pose? Everyone. So take 2 more breaths here. And then as you exhale, fold down to touch the ground. Walk those feet out hip width distance again, make a half lift, and vinyasa at your own pace. Step or hop back, high plank. Chaturanga as you exhale. Use your knees if you need to. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale back, down dog. Now this time you're gonna take your right leg, sweep it up towards the sky, and then step that foot through between the palms. That's it. Now drop the back knee down towards the ground. It's really hard to talk and do. Okay, line up your knee over top of your ankle, square off through the hips, inhale, sweep those arms up towards the sky, lunge into that front thigh. Now if the arms are too heavy, if it just feels too much on your shoulders, maybe you didn't shave, palms can come to heart center, it's just as good. Now from here, you're gonna slowly exhale, take both hands back down towards the ground. You're gonna walk the back knee back just a touch, straighten out the front leg into a half split. So lengthen out through the spine. Think about trying to lift the seated bones back behind you just a touch more. Take one more breath. We're gonna do that one more time. Lunge back into the front thigh. That's it, either palms to heart center or arms up towards the sky. Square off through the hips a little. Think about trying to open the heart just a touch. Make sure that core is stable. And then as you exhale, touch the ground. Straighten out the front thigh, half split. And now as you exhale, lunge back into that front thigh, take those palms down, reach back into your high plank, vinyasa at your own pace. And take the left foot, step it through between the palms. So drop the back knee down towards the ground. Inhale, sweep up into your low lunge. Now square off just a little bit, pull in through the core. Find that stability so that the low back does not feel like it's holding all the weight of your body. Lunge in, get this right hip flexor open a little bit more, right quads a little bit more spacious. As you exhale, touch the ground, take that back knee, walk it a little further back, straighten out through that front thigh, half split. Find a little space into the hamstrings. You're just trying to get everything warmer. Now exhale, lunge back into that front thigh. Second round here, palms back to the heart center or arms up. Lunge into that front thigh. Maybe even try and open up the heart just a touch more. Exhale, touch the ground. Straighten out through that front thigh again. Last time. Lunge back into that front thigh, plant the palms, reach back, vinyasa at your own pace. Now if you find that you're starting to dump into the shoulders or the back, just drop the knees for your chaturanga. Exhale, chaturanga, same way. Scoop that heart up, lengthen out, and exhale back to your downward facing dog. Nice, you guys. Okay, now the next time you inhale, come through into a high plank pose, hold here. Take your big toes to touch. You're gonna push the earth away, you're gonna pull everything in through the center line of the body. That's it, and then hold here. And now from here, you're gonna take your right foot, you're gonna hover it. That's it, keep it nice and stable. Pull that core in. The second you find that the hips are starting to give up, pull that core in, feel almost like you're trying to tuck the tailbone down, and then switch feet. Take both feet back down towards the ground as you exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, scoop up. This time you're just gonna land back down onto your belly. So slowly release all the way back down. From here, you're gonna walk your hands a little bit further back. Roll the shoulder blades back behind you. Press into the tops of the feet. And as you inhale, you're gonna lift up to just a baby cobra or all the way up to an upward facing dog to hold. Now feel like you're trying to push the earth away. That's it, lengthen up through the heart. Feel like you're trying to extend the tops of the ears towards the sky. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, resist the entire way down. Keep the core active, slowly resist. Come all the way down and release down onto your belly. Take a deep breath in. And sigh. Okay, from here you're going to take those arms, extend them out towards the side like wings. They can go as high up towards the shoulders or down towards the hips as you feel comfortable. You're going to hug everything to the center line of the body, and as you inhale, you're going to fly up to your flying bird. Hug the inner thighs, hug the core, roll the shoulder blades back. Feel like the whole midline of the body is pulling in towards the center. Keep breathing, lengthen out through the tops of the ears. Make sure that core is on. And the inner thigh should be just as strong as your glutes are. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, release all the way back down. Release the ear, let it all go.
gonna start to bend into the knees. You're gonna catch a hold of the tops of your feet, and you're gonna pull everything to the center line. This used to be one of my favorite poses before I injured my back. And so you're gonna hug everything to the center of the body. It's quite a powerful pose. Roll the shoulder blades back. All the same principles apply. Hug to the midline. You're gonna kick into the hands and lift up into your bow pose. Then now don't worry about how high you go. Think more out and up towards the sky rather than straight up, and hold here. I feel like the shoulders are being pulled back by the strength of the legs, but at the same time, there's just as much strength in the upper half as there is the lower. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, and exhale, let it go. Okay guys, whenever you're ready to move again, you're gonna reach back into your downward facing dog.
Okay, we're gonna do a full warrior series here, and we're gonna add on with each round. So take a nice slow deep breath in, and sigh it out. Now take your right leg, sweep it up, and then step it through between the palms, and you're gonna open up into a runner's lunge or a crescent lunge. So your feet, fall over. Your feet are gonna come about hip-width distance apart, but you might find that you need a little bit more space. Now square off through the hips as much as you can, pull that core in, lengthen up through the spine, and again, arms up, cactus arms, or palms to the center of the heart. Take about 3 more breaths here, so we're gonna add on, so stay with me. If the first round seems like it's easy, don't be mistaken. And now as you exhale, slowly touch the ground. That's it, step back, and vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop that heart up. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Now right away, left leg goes up. Step through between the palms. Feet come about hip-width-ish distance apart. Inhale, sweep up from here. The arms can be in any expression, but think more about the foundation. So really root down through the front foot, square off, pull in through the core. Find more than just the quads. Find everything pulls to the central line of the body. So 3 more breaths here. If you can get a little deeper, try. If you can't, well, you have more, so don't worry about it. I'd say now as you exhale, touch the ground, step back, and vinyasa. Remember to use your knees, especially if you're starting to dump anything into the shoulders or into the low back. Use the knees if you need to. Okay, second round, take your right leg, sweep it up, step it through between the palms. Inhale, sweep up to your crescent lunge. Second round from here. And now take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're gonna lunge just like a millimeter deeper into that front thigh. That's it. Now pull back through that right hip just a little, palms come to heart center, bow slightly forward, exhale, twist towards the right. Prayer twist. Now press into the palms, think lift the heart up towards your thumbs, pull the core in and press down into that right foot for more stability. That's it. I like how my voice cut out during the word stability. Oh, the irony. Okay, take 1 more breath. Exhale, touch the ground. Step back, and vinyasa. Left leg. That's it. Start with feet hip width distance. Go wider if you need to. Crescent lunge. Then now lunge a little deeper into that front thigh. Palms to the center of the heart. Bow subtly forward, pull that core in, twist left.
Press into the palms, lift that heart up towards your thumbs. Think left lunge, flip up towards the sky. And make sure your inner thighs are still strong. Take 2 more breaths. And as you exhale, unravel, touch the ground, vinyasa. Take a deep breath in, exhale to your child's pose. So knees are gonna come together or apart, feet point together, and you're gonna sink your hips down towards the heels. And take a deep breath in and sigh. And from here, you're gonna come into a tabletop position. We're gonna come through a couple rounds of cat-cow just to kind of open up your spine, reactivate your core a little bit, just in case you feel like it's getting a little bit tired. So the next time you inhale, lift your seated bones, lift your heart up, lengthen out through the front line of the body. And then as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly button in, tuck the chin, angry cat. So move through a couple rounds at your own pace. Inhale, lift your seated bones, lift your heart. Exhale, tuck everything under and round. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Now the next time you inhale, come back into a neutral spine. Pull the core in. You're gonna take the knees in towards each other to touch, and then take your right leg and extend it straight back behind you. Now pull the core in, and then from here, you're gonna take the left arm and extend it straight out. Now if you're like me and you have a natural hyperextension, you may have to actively pull the muscles in so that instead of the weight going into the bone structure, it's actually being supported by the muscles. That's it. Now hold here. Take 1 more breath. And then as you exhale, slowly release back down, and you're gonna switch legs. Left leg goes back, pull the core in, lengthen through the spine, right arm goes out. Balancing tiger. And now as you exhale, slowly release, and you're gonna go back into your downward facing dog. Okay, so as our 3rd round of the warrior series, we're gonna add on more breaths to each pose and more poses. So you're gonna take your right leg, sweep it up, step that foot through between the palms. Start with feet hip width distance, and then go wider if you need to. So a lot of people in the world that hip width distance is not a stance that feels stable to them. So start hip width, there's a good chance you might wanna go wider. Come up into your crescent lunge, square off through the hips, pull in through the core, lengthen through the spine, and then lunge in as you soften out those shoulders. Arms can come into any expression. Make sure my hair's off the mic. And now lunge a little deeper into that front thigh. Take the palms to the center of the heart if they aren't already. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist right. That's it. I always lose my balance on that one. That's it. Now press into the palms, lengthen up through the heart. That's it. Pull the core in. Feel like you're trying to push down as much as you're trying to lengthen up, and then hold here. Now if this becomes too heavy, if it's just like too much for your body, you can always drop the back knee. The worst that happens is you lengthen out from here, but you keep everything exactly in the same expression as you feel like you can. Take 1 more breath, and then from here you're just gonna take that elbow pull it off the knee. Take left hand back down towards the ground. Walk your right foot a little bit wider out towards the side. Take your right palm onto your sacrum. Now if you find that the knee is kind of pulling out and you can't root down through the mound of the big toe, take your toes and turn them out to say about 1 o'clock. There's nothing wrong with that external rotation. Now take your right lungs, flip them up towards the sky. Did you guys hear that? That was my spine. And you're gonna lengthen the spine or the arm up towards the sky. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, touch the ground, step back, and vinyasa at your own pace.
Okay, left leg, sweep that left leg up towards the sky, step that foot through between the palms. Take the feet hip-width distance or wider, square in through the hips, press down into the earth to grow up into your runner's lunge. I say now make sure that that core is on. It just needs to be engaged. There's a massive difference between flexing the core and engaging the core. And so you just want it to be engaged so it's supporting your spine. And take a deep breath in, try and go a little deeper into that front thigh. Take the palms to the center of the heart if they aren't there already. You're gonna bow slightly forward, twist left. And try not to overthink it. Find the breath, find your stability. Take one more breath. You're gonna take that elbow lifted off the quad, right hand comes back down towards the ground, left foot walks left. Maybe you find an external rotation, do what serves you. You're gonna take the left palm to your sacrum, flip those lungs up towards the sky. Either stay here or extend that arm up. One more breath. And then as you exhale, touch the ground, step back, and vinyasa. So the next time you inhale, come through into a high plank pose. Take your big toes to touch, take your right foot, hover it, and as you exhale, take right knee to right elbow. Inhale, go back. Do that 4 more times. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, go back. Last 3. Exhale, pull in those obliques. Back, last 2. Back, last 1. Back, if you can, 3-legged chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, down dog. That's it, high plank. Big toes come to touch. Left leg, deep breath in. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, go back. Go 4. Back. Last 3. Back. Last 2. Back. Last 1. Back. 3-legged vinyasa. Inhale. And exhale. Last round of warrior. Take that right leg, sweep it up. Step it through between the palms. Sweep up into your crescent lunge.
Then square off through the hips, pull in through the core, make all those tiny adjustments to allow your body to be more supported. Lunge into that front thigh. This is your last series, so go deep. Take the palms to the center of the heart if they aren't already. You're gonna bow slightly forward. Exhale, twist towards the right. Take the palms to the center, lift that heart up towards the sky, prayer twist. Now take your neck wherever it feels comfortable. Think more about the core, more about the foundation. Hold steady, you've got this. And now from here, peel that elbow off. You're gonna take that hand down, walk that foot wide, reverse right angle. Now from here, you're gonna take that hand back down towards the ground. You're gonna take that right foot, you're gonna peel it up off the ground. You're gonna step it back, and you're gonna rotate open into a side plank pose. Does anybody like these? They're terrible. Okay, now you can stay here. You can pile the feet in front, on top. You can even drop the bottom knee if you want to. The whole point is to feel like you're pulling up through the obliques. Take 2 more breaths here. Now stay with me, you're gonna take that right foot, you're gonna step it back up to the top, go back into your alignment, 1 more round of crescent lunge before we switch sides. This time take it as deep as you feel like you have yet. This back leg does not need to be straight, but it needs to be strong. So keep it really collecting in. Those quads are pressing right up into the hamstrings. Technically they're pressing up into the femur, but you know what I mean. Okay, take 1 more breath here. Exhale, touch ground. Vinyasa. Whew. Well done, you guys. That's it, don't think. Left leg steps forward. Find your foundation, sweep up to your crescent lunge from here. Square off, pull it in, lengthen, lunge a little deeper. Palms to the center of the heart, bow slightly forward, twist left. Peel that elbow off, right hand goes down to the earth, left foot goes wide, reverse right angle. Take 1 more breath. And so take both hands back down. You're gonna take that left foot, step it back. You're gonna rotate open to your side plank. I'm trembling, guys. I feel this guy. Okay, slowly take that hand back down. Left foot goes back up to the top of the mat. Find the deepest crescent lunge you have yet. Pull up. That's it. You have about 4 breaths here. That's it. 4 breaths. What's 4 breaths? You can do this. Lunge into that front thigh. Exhale, touch the ground. Vinyasa to your downward facing dog.
Okay guys, we're gonna start cooling down. Take your right leg, draw it forward into pigeon. So take your right knee towards the right wrist. Shin down onto the earth. You're gonna walk that back knee just a touch further back and then down onto your elbows from here. And if you want to make this a little bit deeper, you can always take back knee a little further back, or even take the elbows away from each other and go a little further down onto the ground. So, and make sure your knee is happy in this pose. If you feel any pinching or shooting pain in the knee should never feel this pose. It should always be the muscles around the pelvis. And nice and slow, start to come back up onto your elbows. Actually, come back up onto your palms. And then you're gonna bend into the back knee. You can grab back with either same hand or opposite hand. It doesn't really matter. I find it's easier with the same hand. And you're gonna just slowly take that leg in, pull it in towards your glutes, and give yourself a little quad stretch. Doesn't matter how close it gets, you just stop when you feel a stretch. As you exhale, release it out. You can either flow through another vinyasa or just go back to your downward facing dog. There's no wrong answer. It's whatever's gonna serve you at your practice at this time. That's it. Walk the feet out. Switch sides in your pigeon pose. Left leg comes forward. Rest down onto the shin. Make sure your knee is happy. Lengthen out your stance by walking the back knee a little further back. And then you're gonna come down either elbows or down onto the forehead. And then from here, you're gonna take your elbows, walk them out towards the side. You're gonna maybe release down a little deeper. If you feel comfortable where you are, then stay where you are. Now you can stay here or come back up onto your palm. You're gonna bend into the back knee, grab a hold of your foot, and slowly pull it in towards your glutes.
Perfect. Okay, nice and slow, you're gonna release. This time you're just gonna roll over towards your left hip. That's it. You're gonna take the stance out nice and wide into a dragonfly pose. You can either just stay here or you can fold the body forward. If you can get elbows down onto the earth or even onto blocks, just go wherever you feel comfortable. You're just trying to find some space into your hamstrings and into your adductors. Take one more breath. You're gonna lengthen out through the spine, twist the heart towards the right leg, sweep that spine nice and long, and you're gonna lean towards that right. And sweep that back up, twist left, lengthen out, lean over top of that leg. Now if you can't go very far, I promise it's not relevant. It's all just about feeling a stretch, and so as long as you feel something, then you're doing it. It's just about creating space into the body and allowing yourself the opportunity to find the yin behind the yang. Come all the way back up. Okay, you're gonna grab the pits of the knees, you're gonna pull the feet back in, take feet together, butterfly the knees out just a little bit. Let the blood come back in. That's it. You're gonna find any comfortable seated position. We're gonna do a seated spinal twist. Take the heart, twist it towards the right. Seated spinal twist from here. Inhale, come back to center, and twist left. Slowly come back to center, roll the shoulders back a couple times. Roll them forward a couple times. Take the palms into the center of the heart, take a deep breath in, and sigh. Do that one more time, inhale, and sigh. Thank you guys so much for coming to share your practice. Namaste.